Hi everyone, this is Brett Endies, the Dog Savant, dogtrainingla.com. So I'm going to talk a little bit today about sensory overload and how that's the root cause of pretty much all problem behaviors in dogs. To understand is really, to be able to allow us to address the root cause of most issues like, everything from leash pulling, excessive barking, all the way to aggression and separation anxiety. Some dogs are really just wired. I mean, this even goes for some people where they're just taking in life too much at once without a filter, and that creates this overwhelming feeling inside because they're trying to process everything at once. And when I say feeling, it's not those emotional feelings I've spoken about in other videos. It's not a delusional thing. It's an actual physical reaction to their external stimuli and interactions they're having with their environment. And again, most average dogs, people, animals, whatever, kind of taking things one at a time. They filter out the rest pretty easily, and it just keeps them in this steady track of internal kind of organization. What happens though is with these highly sensitive dogs that are very, intelligent, they're just always on the case, they're getting overloaded by the littlest things. I mean, even just going from room to room in the house can make these dogs, kind of be too on the case, where then they feel like when the next dog they see on the walk, that heightened sense of awareness just kicks in overdrive mode because another dog is the biggest stimulator of a dog with that potential. And what you end up with are these dogs basically using this overload as a coping mechanism, because even with the case of dog aggression, they're not really being aggressive. It's space creating behavior. They just want to make that thing that they believe is the cause of this inside feeling that's like shaking a soda bottle to go away. They just want that dog to disappear, and obviously another dog can pose the biggest threat because they're the same animal and they feel that their intent is different than even another human. Not to say it doesn't happen with humans too, but it's really most common with other dogs, and even on a leash, because when a dog's on a leash and we haven't addressed other issues of pulling or overstimulation in general, they're just again on that higher state of alert to begin with, and then when they see another dog, it's on. And then once they react, the other dog goes away and they learn, oh, that's how to handle it, and then it gets conditioned. What we have to do, and I'm not going to get into too many details, I'll have other videos and I'm writing a book about this, but really what we have to do is create the opposite, is get the dog to have sensory organization, more or less like meditation for humans. It's getting their mind into a single pointed state so that they feel that at these times where they were having this go-to as far as the overstimulated soda bottle effect reaction, we're preventatively, as best we can, creating the opposite. So we're getting them to think single-pointedly. We're getting their sensory system, instead of taking on 20 pieces of information at once, they're to begin with thinking about one thing at a time. And as they've done studies with Buddhist monks, I've worked with monks in this area, they've observed what I do, and they said, you're teaching dogs how to meditate like we teach humans. It's really creating this mind-body connection that creates a filter, and it's not distraction training. It's not getting the dog to avoid the issue, because they'll never learn. We have to create two things: an awareness on the part of the dog by creating that filter, having them think about something, like a single pointed command or a task, while the stimulus is around them, but with a different outcome. So they're able to see, oh, it's just a dog, instead of this feeling that this allows me to see it's just a dog, and I have a calmer association. So that is something I can learn, more of a way of feeling better as a way of dealing with these everyday stimulus or things. And I say things, it could be anything. I mean, some dogs are reactive to the wind. I mean, it really, it could be big or little, and we have to just address it at its root cause. And that's the problem with most dog training. Not most, but a lot that I observe, and especially ones that like to bully on people that speak a little bit more clearly as far as what's really going on and are willing to talk about it. We have to get to that. We have to deal with that, and once we do, the problems tend to fix themselves. Again, I'm going to get into more specifics with other videos. I don't want to be too long-winded on any one kind of topic. But my name is Brett Endies. Please subscribe, watch. Would love to hear your feedback. Please keep it positive. I don't care about criticism. Just be fair, don't be a bully about it, and don't attack, and then I'm happy to respond. And I like debates. I learn, I'm a very open-minded person. So I think that, if you have a very, varying opinion or something to, contribute, I would love it. I would love to, through these videos and putting myself out there more, which I've hesitated to do for 2 decades, at least in video. I did podcasts, but video. But I really would like to, kind of connect with more like-minded people so we can, speak and educate, people who just don't know, and they might be getting misinformation or led by a gimmick or some, character that isn't quite you know, the reality of how dogs see it and what's going to be best to train them and resolve their problem behaviors. Again, my name is Brett Endies, the Dog Savant. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.